we wait for the views to go up? And I feel like I should. All right. All right. All right there. Hi. Hi. Hi, Jeff. I I am here. Oh yeah, you'll be here eventually. You know. So today's stream is about Ethan Hartley. Ethan Hartley. To like give you, he's an FNF fan and a gotcha lover who likes doing creative role plays. As a grown man, he's a manchild. All right. Um, I am Brad. Yeah, you are. You are. I'm Brad. What is your favorite game? Oh no. Oh, a lot. Oh, there's a lot. But like Pac-Man and Pizza Tower, Friday Night Funkin', Roblox, all that fun in the fair. That's just to name a few. Sorry about that. All right. So, how did you get your name, Dr. Rocky? Well, well, I was a former Scratch user, right? And I get kind of like baited really easily. So like, I just do like, uh, but that's beside the point. I went from Titan Coda, Gabby Coda, uh, Coda, uh, Rocky Coda, Milo Coda, Too Much Noob, and Doctor Rocky, which is the current name. I did try to rebrand myself to Who's Rocky Supersonic, but that didn't go well. I like my, I, I guess you people like my name better, and I have mental issues. Who's how do you how do you use StreamYard? Oh no. Well, you, I don't know, you set up your stuff of, I don't know, uh, you like, hold on, let me pull up a, oh, guide, I mean, alright, you will, go, yeah, that's John Doe on the screen. Yeah, yeah, you know, um, and there's Griefer and Kyoko and my personas, and then this meme. Yeah, I plan on doing. Yeah, you know. So enter. It joins the backstage. I don't know. Well, your persona is cool. Thanks. Thank you so much. 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 So like, soon. Trust me. All right. I'll just show you what the. I'll just show you what's here. We're gonna. All right. So start off with this. This. Just start off with the
Hartley.
Or start off with the first video was of of, of the first two videos with by GT Racer 987 and the other two by Mr. Benesser. Is that okay with you guys or well it's this idiot Sonic the Pro. He's a different he's a different person. He's a different it's a different person. Different streams. Yeah. Oh shit. Uh, Fine by me. But even though I think Paracynical did bad things, I don't know, or what he did, but I digress. Let's not the main focus on Ethan Hartley. All right.
Hello guys, it's me, GT Racer 1987, and yep, this video is basically going to be about the very creepy and corny degenerate, Ethan Hartley. Which, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know who this weirdo is, and I'm pretty sure you're getting tired of hearing his name at this point, which I promise you that this will hopefully be the last Ethan Hartley related thing I ever make. In case you somehow don't know who this guy is, Ethan Hartley is basically this degenerate freak in the Friday Night Funkin' community who's notorious for role-playing his disgusting fantasies with minors. I'm not even kidding. He also got mad at like one of my friends for criticizing him. And keep in mind that this guy is like 23 years old, so this is pretty immature. And when I say
Yeah, he's as you can see, he's a manchild. Hold up, he's a PDF manchild. Oh, what else can I say? Unless I have a theory. I have a theory. Ethan Hartley actually lied about his age. Age. Like, how do people like this act like people act like this? Like, bro.
He gets mad anytime you criticize him. I'm not lying. Like, when I expose him on my channel for the first time, this guy decided to get extremely angry at me. Like, I don't get it, dude. Again, this guy's 23 and he's acting like a literal child. Like, what? So, yeah, you can kind of tell that this person is not a good person to be around because he's genuinely disgusting and very immature. And I seriously don't get why he thinks he could just get away with this stuff because this isn't right at all. Like, I generally don't get why he thinks he could get away with this stuff. Like, keep in mind that he's
shit. My name's one of this. I don't know what names is. That's very scary. So that Ethan Hartley is a spy, a creepy spy to be in fact.
guys are minors. You freaky bitch. So yeah, you can kind of tell that I really do not like this guy, and no shocker that when he does this stuff, like people like me call him out for it, or there's some instances where he gets freaking roasted for it. I think this skit kind of sums up what happens when he does this stuff.
No dad, no mom, no friends, no family, no creativity, no dreams, no aspirations, no hope, no love, no fellow Americans, no job, no money. You live in a freaking basement underneath the orphanage. You have Taco Bell every night for dinner.
No dick, no balls, and probably no butthole because this guy feeds on radiation.
Okay, I'll stop. Okay. In all seriousness, though, what's new with him? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is his apology post that he made. And I think this is supposed to be going out to people that, like, don't like him. And I'm just going to warn you right now that this apology is not good. But, yeah, we're going to be reading this together. Let's look at it, shall we? Hey everyone, I need to apologize to you guys. I'm really sorry I am like this for starters. I need to apologize to Isaac and Vanny. Now, I'm not sure if this has, like, not gotten through your brain yet, your freaking small peanut brain, but they don't care. Keep in mind, this is like one of his missions. It's basically to show people like Cool Minions and FNF Fan 102 and people that don't like him how friendly he is. And as you can tell, it's like not working. And you're going to see that in a second with a bunch of people literally disagreeing with him. And for the most part, Cool Minions and FNF Fan 102 have been ignoring you for like the past few months. So what's the point of trying to gain sympathy from them when they don't want to be involved in your shenanigans? I'm sorry that I kissed minors.
Yeah, you sorry that you kissed minors, but like you like.
Miller, I'm really sorry. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I really need to let you know I'm so sorry that I stole your art of Shiny Miller and made you kiss me without crediting you. If you are really sorry for talking to minors, then you wouldn't be doing it anymore. But unfortunately, you're going to see later in this video that he does not live up to that expectation. And also, yeah, you really shouldn't expect Miller to Sylveon to forgive. You shouldn't even expect anybody to forgive you at all. Like, we know dang well you're not going to live up to your expectations. And we have seen that in full effect. Anytime you get called out, you manage to do the same crap again. So what's the point of even making this? And all the other users I annoyed. I'm really sorry, Smiley, YDC, Ariel, Blossom, Adele, and all the other people. Just to let you know, I'm really sorry. Please give me another chance. I'm pretty sure you already know the answer to that last part. No. Because we already know what you're going to do. You're just going to do the same thing over again. And again, we have seen that in full effect. You said you were a changed man. You were not going to do that anymore. And you keep on lashing out at people anytime you get criticized. And then you just do it again. Like, again, what's the point of even making this? I don't get it. And as you can tell by most of the comments, a lot of people are not forgiving him. Because they know that he's just gonna do the exact same thing over again. But there are still some people in that comment section that still support him, even though he admitted to being a literal creep. and I'm gonna show a few examples of that.
Give him a chance. He made a mistake and he's going to learn from it.
I can already tell that people are fucking glazing him. Wait, you have to go? Where? Here. I assume it's either school. Sorry, Gex photo spotted. Yeah, that's a song Gex photo. That's it.
Okay, first of all, this is more than just a mistake. Second of all, either you have not fully caught up on the lore, or you're just extremely brain dead. Like, I said this before and I'll say it again. Like, no matter how many times you criticize this guy, he's still gonna be the same dude. There's literally no reason to give him a second chance if he's just gonna do the same thing again after apologizing for it. And there's also this boyfriend account that's like also like roasting people anytime like Ethan Hartley gets criticized. Like, he sees someone criticizing Ethan Hartley, he's going to roast them or something like that.
This is basically Ethan Hartley fans in a nutshell. All right. This is basically Ethan Hartley fans in a nutshell. Hey, how dare you criticize Ethan Hartley? I'm going to roast you, and I'm going to attack you, and I'm going to bully you, even though bullying could cause suicide. Oh, that's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. Like Ethan Hartley dick riders.
Like, bro, look at this. Ain't you one word bacon fan name start with a Z, bro? Bro's really trying to. Bro, your profile is literally a retake Sprunky character. Like,
The Sprunky character, or more like a damn. Hand-drawn emoji cat. That's what you look like. Like, even though emoji cats give me severe PTSD.
character. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, it's crazy how this little kid cannot roast for the sake of his life. I think we're gonna move on. Now, I'm not gonna be reading all that, but this guy is talking about some, autistic people have struggles with social interactions and stuff. I'm gonna just say this: autism's not an excuse
Sorry.
for all of his actions. You can't just use autism as an excuse and think you're gonna get away with it. By the way, that's not going out just to you. That's also going out to Ethan Hartley, because he's done this before. There are literally a few instances where he legit uses his autism as an excuse for his bad behavior. And this isn't a one-time thing, by the way. He's also done this recently, and I'm about to pull that up right now. Here it is. Like, I seriously don't get his mindset, like, at all. I seriously don't
As
get.
a person, I have I think I have autism. But I don't even use that for an excuse. That's just stupid.
Why he thinks he could just say this stuff and get away with it. Like, I'm autistic too. I'm not gonna start using that though as a excuse for my bad behaviors. Come on, dude. Now, I know those are not like the only people that are defending Ethan Hartley. I know there's people like Baluta Robber out there that are also deriding him, talking about some "Dude makes me mad. Oh, that's it. You totally asked for it. Just bless it with his cannons." Like, if I were in that situation,
I am going to blast with my cannons. That's what you sound like, Baluta Robert, for defending Ethan Hartley.
situation, I probably would have been laughing my butt off, to be honest. Anyways, what's next? Well, basically, you already know, an apology, Ethan Hartley said, "I'm sorry for talking to minors." Well, obviously, as I told you before, he does not live up to that, and you're now about to see that. Like, dude, like, at this point, I have, like, no words. I have no words at this point. I knew he was gonna do something like this off the jump. Like, at this point, do I even try? Like, do I even try at this point? Like, Ethan Hartley, this is literally the reason why no one freaking trusts you. It's because you say, "I'm sorry, I won't do it again," and then you just do it again. This is literally why people have not forgiven you in that apology post. And as you can see, no, this is not just a one-time thing. This
Yeah. Yeah, I know all about fashion girlfriend, and I even jokingly pseudo jokingly said that yeah, she won't encounter another does bad things guy. So I like I whatever.
has been done multiple times, even recently. You're a glitch in my heart that I don't want to reboot. Like, who told you to say that corny ass pick?
When is this guy gonna find a real life? I don't know. When he quits social media altogether, or gets mental help, or tries to hide his identity. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what to think about. Oh, how he's gonna get a real wife. Like my brother.
A line, bro. Like, what in a oh, that guy. You mean Mr. Starts buzzing with cannon?
Yeah, that's that's the second mention of the blast cannon blaster guy, or blast with cannons guy.
He's also said this too in our comment section. People are just so mad with our love fashion princess. What if they are also against you because of you loving these kisses I give you? Like, bro, what is she a freaking princess of? A freaking booster seat? Get out of here! You do not want to mess with her. She is the princess of all party chairs. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, acting like she's more superior. Bro's throne is a freaking high chair. Like, bro, what? It's like he's really thinking that we're, like, actually scared of his relationship. Really thinking we're talking about some, "Oh no, they're in a relationship, but we're not. We must back down. They're more superior." Like, no. Also, we're not mad because you're in a relationship. We're mad because you literally said you were sorry for these things and you didn't live up to that. That's why we're mad. Okay, maybe we're pretty much concerned with the relationship here, because how much you want to bet that this dude is a little kid, but still, the fact still remains. Like, actually trying to act sorry for once again, but you're saying this type of stuff to people.
Ew.
Dude, what the fuck? Don't even get me started with fashion girlfriends posts. They are very strange. Like,
I changed my profile picture. Have a wonderful day.
dude, what? And no surprise that the comment section is filled with degenerates. Even though I don't see you down there, bro. I see you put the phone at the mouth for this shit. She also made this for some reason.
Who wants a hug? I'm giving free hugs. With this maybe with this glass bottle, I might as well. I'll give you a hug. Like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, this goes out to any cringe people who wants hugs.
And no surprise that, like, Ethan Hartley's down there talking about some hug as tight as you can, fashion princess. Yeah, it's because it's clear to me that you do not get affection
Hug
from
me. hug me like him. And sorry. Sorry about that. Third time's the charm. I guess.
Parents in real life. So when you hug me this tightly, I feel like my heart is merging with your heart. Oh. Dude, who's telling you to say this shit? Okay, all jokes aside, this is still very concerning. And I'm starting to think this is like his addiction or like his fetish or something. Like, and I know this video is about Ethan Hartley, but I kind of want to talk about how she literally almost quit for the dumbest reason. She basically made a post saying, "Oh, if you had one superpower, which one would you choose?"
So, guys, I have a curious question to ask. If someone tells you could only pick one of these superpowers, which would it be? He being invisible like Ethan Hartley's father. You can read people's mind to know their fate. To know their fate. Know that they have a they have a you know certain thing. Or throw fire like a Mario bro. Super Mario. Super Mario. Super goddamn Mario. Like, bro. I'm taking of this and going for the Harry Potter magic. You're a wizardary. I'm a witch. Oh shit. You're a binary. Oh shit, my damn it. Who did that? What am I doing? Just lock it. Lock it, Dr. Rocky. Rocky. You're embarrassing Milani.
Somebody said none of them had got on.
You did. You. None of them. You did. Them. None of them. It's all your fault.
Mad at her about it, and she just decided to throw a little history about this and make an entire.
Gets. This is basically gets hate comment, dies. Like, uh, uh, like this. This is how it's went. You suck. Yeah, just had to get quick drink. Ain't there? So, like, oh, 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 but that's basically that in a nutshell. Oh, oh, and chat's going really quiet, so I'm just gonna try to make a terminal and whatever.
Her post saying she was gonna quit over this. Like, and guess what she posted a little bit later? She's not quitting. So yeah, that basically tells you that she made that entire freak out post saying that she was gonna quit all for nothing. So either this person's extremely sensitive or like really young. Hold up, come to think of it, you wouldn't really see people my age posting that type of stuff. So I'm gonna have to assume that this person is like really young.
Oh yeah, and a side note before I end this section off, since people have called Ethan Hartley out on this, he basically knows he has become self-aware, so he's trying to be a bit more careful. But dog, we know your intentions, dog. Don't try to hide it.
Anyways, back to Ethan Hartley. I really don't have anything else to say about him other than some dumb crap I want to talk about. So, starting off here, Ethan Hartley basically tried to force someone to ship their OC with his OC, which made her extremely uncomfortable. Ethan Hartley tried to apologize for this entire thing, which didn't work as his apology got denied. It basically led him to make this entire post, saying that he can't control him.
I can't control myself, and let my own actions get me to me again, which made my old friend Rainbow GF hate me. Am I a curse or something? Do I even exist? I just don't know anymore. Miller, Rainbow GF, everyone, I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. Oh. Oh yeah. I have one person on this stream. Him. Holy cornball. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Himself, he basically let his own actions get to him again, which caused her to hate him. And he asks if he's like a curse or something, which I don't know what the frick. I don't even know what the hell. And he says here, Miller, Rainbow GF, everyone, I'm sorry, I just can't take it anymore. Which, okay, first of all, I'm starting to think that you're kind of developing a unhealthy obsession with some of these people. So I think my best advice I could ever give you is just get off the internet and never come back and get a life. It's for the best, dude. And second of all, why are we bringing Miller into this? I said this once, I'll say it again. Miller de Sylveon does not want to get involved with your shenanigans because, and I know a good reason why. If she were to come on here and, forgive him, which, I don't think is likely, that might not happen, might never happen, it would, give her a bad reputation. Considering what she was doing when you guys were friends. Which, I'm aware that Miller's not friends with this person anymore, and that was all back then, but I'm just saying if she were to do that again, they would just give her a bad rep. Which, speaking of which, I want to talk about how Ethan Hartley reacted when Miller stopped being friends with him. So basically, as you know, Miller basically cut ties with Ethan Hartley, Miller de Sylveon. And when this happened, this is gonna be a bit of a wild ride. Okay, so yeah,
Why?
basically makes this freak out post saying, why? But the next post he makes after this, though. Okay.
Yeah, this is legendary. This is so goddamn legendary. Here. This is legendary to me, but guy feel like this static me or version of Miku when I have when I feel like I only have one viewer, and I feel that we're about to hit 0, and I'll just wait. But anyways, back to
besides GF.
I heard that Ethan is very sad about losing his friend Miller. So let's use his GF sipping method. Cheer him up.
Neo GF. Alright. Besides GF.
Great, come on, let's go and find him.
Stupid ass. Keep in mind that this guy's like 23, which makes this like way funnier. This grown man is really imagining GF skins going out to find him and simp on him to make him feel better after
Yeah, I know.
losing Miller. Like, are you serious, bro? Oh, the AC
The AC. The curse is getting worse. I can't live without Miller on.
curse is getting worse. I can't live without Miller to simp. What the fuck? So not only are you like imagining GF skins literally simping on you to
Like, all right. Here's a little story for you. I was in one of his recent streams way before, and I tried to be funny, like beep 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 or beep beep, but I found out what and used the legend, used the little like the comment, you know, like here, like I said, just like I'm just like how I said, uh, uh, quick everyone, we need to use the GF sipping method, and I found that funny. The GD Racer found that funny, and I felt like the showstopper or bowing down, um, you know.
comfort you after losing Miller. You're also acting like you just got a curse casted upon you because you lost to Miller. Like what? That makes no freaking sense. Also, what the frick does AC mean? Like in all seriousness, what does AC even mean? Air conditioner? Like what the fuck? Oh god help me guys, yes sir, of course the curse is getting worse.
Oh no, the arsenal. Oh, Costanza, the curse is getting worse. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that.
My evil clone knows about all the hate I'm getting. Like, what? He's even got his, like, evil version of himself comforting him, too! Like, dude, this is so freaking stupid! Okay, so let me get this straight. So, after losing Miller, you went out your way to make a post imagining, like, two GF skins, B-Side GF and Neo GF, getting ready to like use this GF simping method on you to make you feel better after losing Miller. Then you act like there's an entire curse being casted upon you because you apparently can't live without Miller to Sylveon. And then you got your way to make another post after that of your evil clone, who is just some Shadow the Hedgehog or Goku Black wannabe, to cover you too. Like, dude, I don't get it at all. And again, the fact that he's like 23 years old makes this even funnier. Now, I know I showed this post on like my community tab, but I kind of wanted to talk about the in this video. He basically made this freak out post saying, I can't take anymore. Well, like, dude, like, you put this upon yourself. Maybe if you weren't doing those sus role plays, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. It's no surprise it got really cooked up in the comment section. But what surprises me, though, is that he got cooked up by a certain somebody. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you probably know who that is. That is Friday Night Funkin' Neo BF. And he's also written his comment too, which, dude, that's a bit far, don't you think? And also, another thing, Neo BF, you do realize you're no better, right? Like, I'm not even joking. This dude legit made Not Safe for Work art out of one of Ethan Hartley's OC's, Girlfriend FNF fan, has made some fetish art.
Oh, yeah. These two images are the real inspiration for AU Boyguard. Like, you know, that one guy that I made him.
Or two out of her. Excuse me?
It's also not just like the very questionable art and stuff. It's also like posts like this, like What the fuck?
And then also do these very questionable role plays.
Ooh, do you want to have some sex?
When Ethan Hartley was on his girlfriend FNF fan account, which yes, girlfriend FNF fan is actually Ethan Hartley, and Ethan Hartley's even admitted that. So I'm very confused here. How are you gonna enjoy these role plays and do these sus role plays with Ethan Hartley, but then turn around on him when all of this is happening? Like actually trying to act like you're on the good side for once. Yeah, great job, dickwad.
Okay, but this roleplay though. Stop, please.
Stop,
Turns
please.
into a demon and punches him in the face. What? Ew!
I would have anyway.
That's what you sound like. Like you thought when you get roleplay punched in the face.
Words like, what are we even doing anymore? You know what? I probably shouldn't even ask that question. I've also seen a comment that has no clue what's going on, and when someone told this person what he has done, Ethan Hartley kind of goes out of his way talking about some stop it, stop it, stop it. God, this dude sounds like a freaking Barney error when they had enough. Like, you know what I'm talking about with the Barney errors? Like, you turn it off too many times, and then it's just like stop, 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 stop. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I was thinking more of that Dark Dawn clip where it shows the video about the kid who smashed glass, who did get all over a phone, to which the kid goes, "Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it!" That's what you sound like, Ethan Hartley. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, but I'm
then the guy kind of points out that it was his fault for doing all these things, which is very true. And, all he does is lie and apologize without meaning it, which, yeah, we've seen that in full effect. Ethan Hartley's down here freaking crying his eyes out. What else is new? And then he writes something like this. And yet you still miss those old quote unquote friends like Miller, huh? You probably only like them in the first place because of how their characters look. Which, I mean, I could kind of see where he's going. He might not.
Honestly, I would go. If Ethan Hartley were to come on this stream and tell me to fuck off, I would joke around with him, with my little characters. But that goes serious. Say, all jokes aside, you need to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
Be wrong. I mean, I don't know what Ethan Hartley does behind closed doors. I mean, who knows? He probably still jerks off to their OCs for all I care. Okay, let's push the jokes off to the side here for a second. The guy's absolutely right about you. Maybe if you weren't doing this freaky, weird roleplay stuff, you wouldn't be seen as that disgusting, weird degenerate that needs to be kept 500 miles away from a preschool. And the part where he's talking about how you apologize without meaning it, that's pretty much true. I've pretty much talked about that in the beginning of this video. When you get called out for doing something very weird and strange, you legit apologize without meaning it. Anyways, with all that out the way, what are my final thoughts on everything I covered? Well, I'm not even surprised at this point. Ethan Hartley is still the same weird, corny, cringe degenerate that he is. His apology was not that good in my opinion, and despite making that apology, he still managed to say weird and strange things to people, which I find kind of disturbing. And then that entire thing where he was forcing somebody to ship their OC with his OC was pretty creepy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. No, seriously, I actually feel bad for the person that actually went through that. To that person, I am really sorry you had to go through it, and I hope you can recover from it. And that entire thing where he was freaking out over not being friends with Miller to Sylveon anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, it was kind of funny, but it's also
You know what my corny ass thinks? I was thinking about when these shucks cover with Dave the Best at Cyanio, which Sarah is the main opponent, and who kills Dave in the end. But I heard that Dave the Best kind of got Thanos snapped. I mean, their channel's still here, but it's silent. But Thanos snapped himself, if you know what I mean. So I thought about doing a chef's cover with Stanley and Ethan Hartley. Really, which is kind of corny now if you think about it. But hey, it's for the great. It's for the message.
So pretty
The
concerning,
message.
considering I think he might have some form of unhealthy obsession with her. And then all I have to say for this is just like, maybe don't do freaky stuff and this wouldn't be put upon you. If Ethan Hartley's watching this, just stop being this freaky, weird, creepy dude and just get off the internet and get a freaking life. And if you or your fans are gonna get mad at me, I'm genuinely not gonna care. You and your fans could get mad, all right? Like, y'all can throw your little hissy fits in the comments all you freaking want, but I'm genuinely not going to care. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me. If you like this video, then, you know, you can hit the like. You could subscribe if you want to if you're new. I'm not gonna force you. But, yeah, I think that'll be it. I'll see you next time.
Right, video.
I mean, do I really need to say anything? So I never really thought I would be doing this, but hello everybody, it's GT Racer 1987, and yeah, this is a second video on the most disgusting Friday Night Funkin' fan, Ethan Hartley. The same guy that made that like half-assed apology. The same damn guy that basically talked to minors in inappropriate ways. Well, he's back, and he's basically decided to throw shots back at me. So, we're going to be looking at that today. Because recently he made a post basically being angry about a video I made about him, basically calling him out for the disgusting actions he has done. And that's basically the first thing we're basically going to be getting into in this video. So, let's get started. I mean, you kind of saw he doesn't really say much. All he kind of says is just,
okay, I've heard enough.
And I'm gonna be completely freaking honest. Like, I'm not even sure if he's even like watched the full video, and chances are, like, you know, since he said that, he probably hasn't. I mean, this just really goes to show that like Ethan Hartley genuinely does not freaking care about anybody who criticizes him.
Yeah,
Like, literally,
yeah, he's not
somebody could literally
not
call him out for his disgusting actions and criticize him on it, and he will genuinely not give a shit. Which is basically more proof that Ethan Hartley genuinely cannot take criticism whatsoever. Now, you might be wondering how this was received. Well, I really don't know how to explain it. On one hand, there are people legit criticizing him for, you know, not being able to take any form of criticism. You know, kind of like comments like these where they tell him to like familiarize himself with constructive critique and, you know, pointing out the glaring issues that we have seen before. Now, Ethan Hartley has not really responded to like most of those comments, but this one in particular he has responded with, and I'm just gonna read it out. Well, this time I really mean it. I won't have it any longer, especially since someone copied me. Wait, we're still fixed on that? Now, for those who don't know the context, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
somebody went out their way
Not
to like
enough.
impersonate Ethan Hartley. Now, do I think it's wrong that they did that? Yeah. But does that like justify all the like horrendous actions that you have done? No. Like, you legit just proved this third point about like how you legit blame everything but yourself. Like, instead of literally taking accountability for your actions, you just go off to blame something else or someone else that has nothing to do with the situation at hand. On the other hand, though, there are still some people that will still go out their way to basically defend him, even though they legit saw the actions he's done that I basically pointed out in that video. And I know what you're probably thinking. Well, GT Racer, I thought you really didn't care about his fans that much. Well, if you thought that, you'd be right. I don't care. Like, I don't care if they're mad whatsoever. They can be mad all they want. But the reason why I point this out is because this basically just goes to show that Ethan Hartley's fans really do not give a shit about the truth. People like Baluch Robert are kind of like prime examples of like people who still support Ethan Hartley, even though he's a known creep in this community. Because from the looks of it, he basically agrees with him and basically, you know, says that he will always agree with him. Need I say more? So, like, Baluch Robert, like, you know how bad this looks, right?
Like, do you realize that you're like actively defending pedophilia? Like, this is literally just more proof that, like, no matter how much proof you show of Ethan Hartley being a disgusting, freaky creep or like a genuinely bad person, like, the
Yeah.
people that support him, they will not care whatsoever. Again, people like Baluta Robber will go out their way to attack anybody who dares to criticize him. Here's an example, and I know I've basically showed this comment before in like the first video, but I kind of want to give some context behind it. Basically, Galaxy Adam 19 is basically like, criticizing Ethan Hartley for the disgusting stuff he's done, and he basically decides to write this stupid shit. I'm sorry, but this is just way too funny. I really cannot take this shit seriously. Like, deadass, he really thinks he's like some Transformers character or something like that. Creepy crawlers? Roll out. Like, what in the City Defenders? It's morphin' time. Like, dude, shut your dumbass up. Okay, all jokes aside, like, Baluta Robber, you can be mad all you want, but you gotta realize you're actively defending pedophilia, and that's just, like, really gross. Okay, so I found this, and I recognized the character on, like, the right. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Messiah to Gamers, like, BF Recolor OC, and if this is Baluta Robber going out of his way to demonize Messiah to Gamer because he doesn't like Ethan Hartley, that is some crazy work. Like, he literally doesn't like Ethan Hartley, so you go out your way to demonize him in your shitty fanfiction. Oh yeah, and there's this. For some reason. Now, of course, what Ethan Hartley has done is like 10 times worse. This is still pretty creepy in a way. And then there's this where I guess he's basically shipping himself with Fashion Girlfriend.
90s cartoons, yeah.
Yeah, things are getting a bit weird. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this is 100% stolen fan art. So I guess Baluta Robber is just going out of his way to, like, steal random people's fan art and then making shitty recolors of them and then claiming it as his own. Like, I guess he's trying to say that he made these pieces of artwork when he didn't, and it's clear as daylight that he didn't. This is not his art. Once again, this is just some recoloring made on his MS Paint ass software. And then there's like also this, I guess, and it's just why. Now, as I stated in my first video, I'm pretty sure that Fashion Girlfriend might possibly be a kid. And keep in mind that Ethan Hartley is 23. So this makes this pretty creepy. And chances are Baluta Robber might possibly be around my age range or a full-grown adult. So it also makes this pretty disturbing as well. So yeah, pretty strange individual, I'll say that. But like, let's get back to Ethan Hartley because can we also talk about how he's literally trying to play the victim card too with some other person? Like, let's read that first reply. Yeah, this guy's just making fun of me, which yeah, I did crack a few jokes about you, especially with the post talking about some simping nothing. But that's not the only thing I was even doing in that video. I was also calling you out and criticizing you on your disgusting actions. Like how you made a half-ass apology and then a bit later you did the same weird shit that you apologized for, basically indicating that you're not sorry. She basically asks why, and he's just like, because he hates me for the things I did and won't forgive me, that's why. Which, first of all, there is a good reason why people like me, Cool Minions, FNF Fan 102, Rainbow, Messiah the Gamer, and Gentle Ghost, and many other people in this community do not forgive you. And I don't even need to explain why. And in case you do need me to explain, again, the half-assed apologies, you doing the same shit over again, and you just trying to gain sympathy from people. And two, of course I'm not gonna like the things you have done. Like, what you have done was super disgusting. Like, I'm sorry I'm not like your creepy-ass friend who actively supports you for doing this shit. Like, you think I'm going to like you for doing these weird-ass roleplays? No, of course not. Oh, speaking of roleplays, can we talk about this for a second? Like, after a few days of my video being out, you went back to doing the same shit that I've basically called you out on before. Like, it's crazy to me to think that I've basically...
Yeah. He still wants that boing boing, triple boing boing. That this is so. I haven't said anything, but I don't give a like. I get and if Ethan Hartley apologizes to me, but I don't care. But I digress.
We called you out on this shit before, but you still go on to do this anyway. Oh, and keep in mind that this Friday Night Funkin' Neo BF kid is like 13 years old. And in case you forgot,
Ethan Hartley is 23 years old, which just makes this extremely creepy and disturbing.
Why is the FNF community like this? I don't know, but it's a lot to unpack. I love you. I love you too. So much, baby. Green GF. Yeah. 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 I don't know why I did that, but I don't want. I don't imagine touches my cheeks. Like Jesus fucking Christ! What the f is wrong with you?
Like, seriously, Ethan Hartley, like, I genuinely do not get your mindset. Like, you do realize, like, you're only making it worse for yourself.
Also, a little side note that this Friday Night Funkin' Neo BF kid that was like making these weird ass posts basically deleted these after being called out because he thinks, oh, well, maybe if I delete this stuff, I can basically get away with it. Oh, God damn it, Al. Which, of course, did not work out in his favor, as, of course, Gentle Ghost basically caught on to this entire situation and got the screenshots before he deleted it. But back to Ethan Hartley, you literally trying to act like you're the victim in this situation and that you did nothing wrong. Like, actually. Even though in that video, I basically literally proved that you are a freaky ass creep. Like, seriously, my guy, like, no one's buying this. Like, this little kid might believe you, Balut Robert, some other freaky dudes might believe you, but I can assure you that nobody, and I mean nobody, other than Discord moderators, is going to be buying your bullshit. Anyways, moving on from that, somebody did try to interview Ethan Hartley and ask him why he was doing this weird stuff in the first place. The person in question's name is Mr. Benisser, who's actually made, I think, 3 videos on Ethan Hartley. And I guess somehow, like, he got in contact with Ethan Hartley on Discord, and that's where the interview took place. So let's talk about it, shall we? Also, a little side note, I'm not going to be reading out the full conversation because, like, 70% of it is just Ethan Hartley whining and complaining like he usually does, and not, like, answering the questions that he's being asked. So I'm only going to be talking about the more important parts. So Mr. Benisser starts us off here by asking why he was talking to minors and doing very provocative role plays with them, in which Ethan Hartley responds with this. Because they were trying to make love with me and I went with it. But I didn't know about the minor thing back then. Now all this nonsense is happening and I've had enough of it. Oh yeah, sure, bud. Like, not like you basically start this most of the time. Oh yeah, and also sure you didn't know there were minors. Yeah, sure, pal. And then after that, Mr. Benisser responds with this. They tried to make love with you and you still went with it, not even thinking for a second that they were underage. The second question he basically asks is, like, why he basically makes half-assed apologies. And he goes on to say this. I couldn't control myself, which, yeah, sure. I still have an internet and stuck together content. Oh, God, I just had a stroke reading that shit. Now, I'm going to kind of do, like, a little bit of a quick rundown because Mr. Benisser kind of already pointed this out in his videos on Ethan Hartley. But basically, he has this, like, weird-ass fetish where it's, like, 2 characters getting stuck together. I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm pretty sure he's also pointed out that he basically has a gotcha heat and glue fetish. And I'm pretty sure Ethan Hartley's even admitted that to somebody in his comment section, which, Ethan Hartley, I don't think that's glue. And I'm a GF simple. Oh, we know you're a GF simple, all right. Considering I'm pretty sure you got Friday Night Funkin' Neo BF to basically make some ship art for you. And also, we can't forget about the classic post of the GF simping method. Okay, I gotta stop. But ever since I got framed, I haven't been doing much of it. So it's a rare moment now. Okay, we're still fixed on a... Once again, bringing up an entirely different situation that has nothing to do with the current situation at hand. Great job, Ethan Hartley. So that situation, which, by the way, is irrelevant to the current situation at hand, is, like, the reason why, like, he stopped doing shitty apology posts. Like, I really cannot make sense of this whatsoever. Because it's not like that person is going to make another alt impersonating you, making half-assed apology posts herself. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. So here is the last screenshot I basically have for you for this entire conversation.
And basically, Ethan Hartley responds to his message here by saying, I didn't really do it a lot. I guess maybe when I'm bored or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting two completely different reasons here. So it's either A,
That's
the
your
person you're talking
attention,
to
bro.
starts it all and you just go with
Oh,
it,
Ethan.
or it's B, you're just bored. So, like, which one is it? And also, he says that he doesn't really do those weird role plays a lot. Well, if that's the case, then, like, how come this happens so often? Like, it's not too often, but I feel like it's like every month or two, I get some form of new
Alright,
information
well,
about him doing some weird stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how it went down. Again, I'm not really showing the full thing because, again, it's just Ethan Hartley, like, complaining and whining for, like, 70% of the conversation. I guess there was also kind of, like, a beef that went down between, like, you know, Ethan Hartley and Mr. Bennister because
Hey,
from what I've
ChatGPT,
heard,
give me a
he
reason for
basically
this.
decided to
Yeah,
report
yeah,
Mr.
that
Bennister for
sounds
some
so
reason.
true.
Now, like, do I agree that he's made a bit too many, like, you know, community posts about you? Sure. He could have just taken some of the evidence that he's got and tried to squeeze it all into, like, one post. And I think he could have took a break from talking about you. But the fact still remains that anybody, including Mr. Bennister, can basically, you know, talk about you and criticize you on your disgusting actions. Like, it isn't wrong for somebody to, like, criticize someone else for doing something disgusting. Like, those people that you call haters, they're not doing anything wrong by criticizing you for your actions. And of course, as long as they don't, like, do something that, like, goes too far, then, you know, it's completely okay for anybody, including Mr. Bennister, to talk about you and, like, the stuff you have basically done. But yeah, that was basically the entire thing that went down between Mr. Bennister and Ethan Hartley. And speaking of people that don't like Ethan Hartley, kind of wanted to talk about this post for a second. Cause, like, what in the hell even is this? Okay, so let's break this down here. So I guess we got Ethan Hartley here on the right, and we got some other devious ass version of him on the left. And can we take a moment to, like, read this dialogue right here? Well. The most hated person ever. We finally meet. Huh? Who are you?
Who are you?
Someone you
Someone
don't want to mess with. So wait a minute. Is this character supposed to be based off on, like, how Ethan Hartley thinks his haters act? If so, that is actually so goofy. Now let's continue with this beautiful dialogue. I don't understand. Why are you here? To make sure you stay in your place. Permanently. Okay, I don't know who you are, but I won't get away with such evil That doesn't even grammar. We'll see about that. Until then, I'll see you later, loser. The mysterious enemy disappears through a black portal. Who was that guy? So I'm guessing
Mysterious
Ethan
figure
Hartley has
looking off.
decided to make his own goofy spin on the
Uh,
Goku Black arc
Even
from
though,
Dragon
oh, wait,
Ball Super. Oh my god, like, dude, and I thought that this version of Ethan Hartley, like, you know, Dark Ethan, was basically the Goku Black wannabe of this universe. But I guess I'm wrong because, you know, this guy decided to show up. I mean, just think about it. Look at the both of them, like a side-by-side comparison. They do look similar, right? I mean, at this point, this Joe Schmo is probably going to pull off something like Super Saiyan Rose, and Ethan Hartley's going to have to pull out some, like, I don't know, some epic and ultimate, like, hidden form we have never seen before, and use the GF simping method as a Kaioken boost on top. The fuck? Now, at the time of recording this, he actually gave his character a name. Now, this character's name is Damien, and I did a little bit more digging.
Damien.
And apparently, according to Ethan Hartley himself, this character is supposed to be based off of, like, you know, Derek from, like, Cool Minions' like FNF series.
Oh.
Which
Holy
I'm sorry, I don't see it that way. Again, I just see this as like a knockoff
That's the
Goku
evil
Black or
guy's an
something like that.
exposer.
Now with that out the way, can we just talk about how he's being extremely
I
ignorant? I mean,
wonder.
no surprise that he is, but, you know, he's basically saying some stuff like, "I'm not like that anymore." And of course, this isn't a one-time thing. I mean, just look at these screenshots here. I mean, like, sure, pal, sure you're taking things more seriously. And you want to know what's funny? He tried to do that same shit to me too.
So for a bit of
Right.
context, me and someone else were, basically talking to Ethan Hartley. And then, when I kind of decided to step into this entire conversation, he basically pulls this. I'm not that person anymore. I don't want anything to do with this talk. If Vanny and Isaac are hearing this, then they should know how serious my face is right now. So first off, if you weren't that person anymore, then I don't know, then why were you doing this? And secondly, I'm pretty sure Isaac and Vanny could care less about how quote unquote serious your face is right now. Also, at the same time, they're completely irrelevant to this conversation. So I don't know why you insisted on bringing them up when they had no correlation to this conversation. Also, thirdly, I'll show them that I can become a better person, which, okay, go off then, Timmy Tough Knuckles. Which, speaking of Isaac and Vanny, I'm doing the best I can for that, especially knowing that I would like to reunite with Vanny and Isaac. Yep, I'm not even joking. He is still pursuing this goal of regaining the trust of these two people that don't even like him.
Now, you may or may not have watched my first video, but I did point out in the first video that this was one of his goals. Basically, trying to reunite with Isaac and Vanny and get the trust back. And basically pointing out how this doesn't work, and it still does not work to this day.
And the funny thing to point out is that Isaac, or Cool Minions, has actually watched my first video and has agreed with what I had to say. Oh yeah, he's also roasted you in his comment. That was actually a pretty decent insult, I'm not gonna lie. Also, according to this comment, apparently this guy and Vinny have been harassed by Ethan Hartley because Ethan Hartley basically wanted these two to do some weird video idea for him, which is basically, that weird stuck together fetish that he has. And I can for sure say that
Yeah, I would never do that. I would never do that stuck together fetish thing. And that'll be the last thing I do before I quit the internet and go get a better life.
this is a good reason on why, Isaac and Vanny do not trust him. And I can agree, if I were requested to do some weird fetish stuff for him, I would have been pretty creeped out. Okay, so let's get to final thoughts now. Basically, Ethan Hartley, of course, is still the same chronically online loser that he is. It's pretty much clear to me that Ethan Hartley has not watched the full video because he assumes I was just making fun of him in that video. When that's not the case, I was also giving constructive criticism. Also, with him trying to play it off as if, he was the victim in this entire situation and he did nothing wrong, is just really stupid in my opinion. Considering in that video, I've literally shown evidence of why Ethan Hartley is not a good guy. And that entire conversation between him and Mr. Bannister is just I don't even know if he's being truthful because at first he says the people he's talking to are the ones that start those weird zesty role plays, and then goes on to say how he basically does those zesty role plays because he's bored. Again, which one is it, my guy? But Lucha Robber is pretty much a toxic douchebag who meat writes Ethan Hartley anytime he gets criticized. And also he can be a bit creepy at times. I mean, again, despite this not being as bad as what Ethan Hartley has done, because he definitely has done worse, this is still creepy in my opinion. And that entire thing where I guess from what I'm getting from this image here of him basically just antagonizing somebody just because they don't like Ethan Hartley is just pretty dumb, to be honest. And the entire thing where he's just stealing people's fan art and recoloring them and then claiming it as his own, what are you doing? But yeah, I know Ethan Hartley's probably watching this video. There is a possible chance that he is, so I'm just gonna say this. You can be mad all you want, but remember, you've done this to yourself, and you're only digging yourself a deeper grave. I don't know why you insist on fighting back when I've already proven to multiple people that you're a person that cannot be trusted. You're still the same strange and creepy dude, and we all know very well that you're not going to change, considering a lot of the recent stuff I've pretty much heard about you. Hey, stop being like this towards Ethan Hartley. He did nothing wrong. Just let him do what he wants. No. You shut the fuck up, pedo lover. Don't start acting for a second that he's the world's most greatest hero. When you saw how he acted, you saw the freaky stuff he's done. But yeah, if you do see Ethan Hartley show up in your comment section, whether it be his main channel or his alt, then I highly advise you to report him and hide him from your channel. Because there's literally no point, and I mean no point in replying to him if he's just going to be making up obvious lies. But yeah, I guess it was about time that I cooked him again in supersonic style.
But yeah, hopefully this is like the last time I ever talk about Ethan Hartley. Because, this was supposed to be kind of like, a final nail in the coffin thing, a little final battle, if you want to put it that way.
I mean, unless he does something like so extraordinarily stupid that I just cannot help but to like cover and talk about it, then this should hopefully be the last video on Ethan Hartley. Because I know you're probably getting sick and tired of hearing about this guy at this point. But, to Ethan Hartley, to Baluta Robert, please just go outside and touch some grass. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you did like the video, then you can hit the like. You can subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you. And I guess I'll see you in the next video.
Hello,
All right.
everyone. This is a full
All right,
movie
Mr.
about
Bannister.
Ethan. All my videos
Here we
about
go.
him into one.
But first, I gotta take a pee. To go to the bathroom. Be right back. All right, I'm back.
This is for recaps and new viewers. So enjoy.
I didn't think that I would be talking about another YouTuber, but here we are. The YouTuber in question as well. You may know him from my last vid.
Mods, crush the skull, thank you.
As you can see, he is very oddly going to gacha heat videos and asking for glue yes more than one. Looking at this, he likes glue gacha heat and F, what a combo.
Huh? Mods, crush the skull,
Hand
thank you.
on dog, what is this shit? Dear man.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is that? Not a trap.
This is a gacha heat video, and what a surprise him again. Now the key aspect is that he
Why
only
do they
comments
breathe?
once, but another thing I can't see how many times he has asked, but on my PC, I saw that he did it to another channel and it said 10 more commented on channels similar to this content. Even though he has some fans supporting him, I just can't understand why.
Oh god.
If you have
Yeah.
more examples of him
Yeah, that-
commenting about glue,
I don't know
please
if
send
you
it
want-
to me. As you can see in this
Ethan.
post, he's turned emo or some, and there is supporting comments.
I remember getting
But then,
as for gacha heat and it's concerning. Yeah, YouTube somehow allows this because they don't care about their moderation and they never cared about us, and they just always torture young people, small content creators like me. I wish I.
I'm not protecting Ethan. I'm showing that people don't really like him. And the people that do like him have not seen what he is commenting and watching.
Job, because if that guy had shockwaves after he railed me like that from
Here is what I think. Ethan seems like a child with his content. Yet even if a child, why watch gacha heat and wear it FNF. Content. Now I have come to realize that he's not talking about glue. It's about C#M, which is disgusting. I will be bringing this to YouTube. But till then, see you later.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey.
New evidence. And he is pissed. And if you've seen my posts, I have been trying to talk to him.
Are you serious right now, bro?
And I think he's talking about me in his newest post. I'm going to break it down why I think it's about me. First point, the first sentence is well, the most hated person ever. This post is after he started crashing out about me. Now, this could be me thinking he's glazing me. That he says stay in your place forever, like saying stay in your state forever, which could be because I said to report him, and he could be saying, if I get banned, I'll continue being all sad and whatever. Now, of course, it could be me assuming, but the fact that this post is after the one where he said he was ignoring me and pissed at me is too much of a coincidence. If you didn't know, the video I made about him from 3 months ago exploded in views, going from 36 to 96. And this is probably why. That probably means his fans has seen what he has done. And another thing, after a bit, the user Faye told him about me again. This time, he wasn't happy, meaning that he wasn't happy that the video got unwanted views from the conversation. Now, the thing is...
if Ethan Hartley, he were to respond to this video, I might be making jokes about him, but then going full serious. So like some kind of bullfighting technique. I don't know. Oh, with a wave a red flag, and the bull comes to attack them.
That if the
I guess
post isn't about
I don't
me,
know.
that's his fault for doing a post like that right after crashing out about me. If the post is about me, it's childish and stupid of him. So Ethan, I have an offer. If you talk to me via Discord, I won't tell my fans to report you. But if you make another post about me, I will do more videos. This is my only and last offer.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted. Kylian Mbappé to Real Madrid. Here.
Before this video starts, I have to mention or thank. Without them,
I love the music.
I wouldn't have the amount of knowledge about Ethan that I now know.
Even though I don't like funk. I love the
Ever since then, I have found out even more about Ethan.
Seriously, surprise me. How shit you are.
And don't worry, it gets worse. But seriously, that is absolutely disgusting. The fact that this has happened to 12 other people needs to be addressed. And the fact that he has made out accounts to do this is even more gross for a 23-year-old man.
Then also do these very questionable role plays when Ethan Hartley was on his girlfriend FNF fan account, which, yes, girlfriend FNF fan is actually Ethan Hartley.
Yeah.
Ethan Hartley's even admitted that.
How it started, Ethan was a friend to everyone in the community, kind of, and was good ever since I joined the community. But everything went down when Ethan made a sex RP with a 10-year-old when he was 22, and everyone hated him. So that means he has done it with a 10-year-old and the other 11, 15-year-olds. Also, if you've seen my first video of Ethan, you'll know he has commented about glue under Gaka Heat videos, and on a post, I caught him lacking. Let me read it to you. It's kinda how I flow. I just look for stuck together content when I feel like it. And those Gaka Heat videos had characters getting glued together, so I don't pay attention to the Gaka Heat itself. I pay attention to when they get stuck together in different ways.
Creativity, no dreams, no aspirations, no hope, no love, no fellow Americans, no job,
For my final accusation.
Mods, crush the skull, thank you.
And for my final thoughts of Ethan even plans on saying sorry. All of us and him know he'll do it again and doesn't mean it. So my advice for Ethan is go off the internet for good and don't talk to minors. And if you think you can, many people will find out your comments. My last video of Ethan even plans on
sorry. All of us and him know he'll do it again. It doesn't mean it, daughter, so my advice for Ethan is go off the internet for good and don't talk to minors.
Sure about that.
And if you think you can, many people will find out your...
Oh, we did. Some might say too much, but I say we found everything we needed. So Emma, keep it simple. He has done while I've not talked about him.
Yeah.
Talk to me on Discord. Spam reported me. Tracer made a video about him.
Yeah.
Ethan went on an out and started arguing with Tracer, then said,
Role playing a role.
I didn't want to report
yeah,
it, but now
yeah,
I do.
yeah,
So
that-
since so
that-
much has happened,
That's
I'm going to put around 3
effed up.
chapters in this video. By the way, I need to mention GTracer1987 as his video about Ethan is, in my opinion, the best. So if you want to hear everything that's happened with Ethan, watch his video. If you want stuff more caught up, watch this video. So Emma show you something. So Ethan went on his out, went to Trace's video and commented this. So Ethan just said he's thinking of reporting GTracer1987, which made my blood boil, as he has done his Todotomy and Gentle Host for just basically talking about him. I'll talk about it more in a later chapter.
Yeah,
so
I would.
continuing, want to see something more nasty. So if you...
I won't be surprised if GD Racer. Oh fuck! I mean Ethan Hartley. Ethan Hartley. That's what I meant. GD Racer done nothing bad, but I would be surprised if Ethan Hartley reported my stream.
You guys didn't know girlfriend from FNF is 19 years old, remember that? So the user tells Ethan that girlfriend is a minor, so Ethan now thinks girlfriend is a minor, so any normal person would say, oh sorry. I will stop. No, Ethan says she's still cute, though classic Ethan. Oh, it gets worse. And just one more thing. So basically, the user Yana4user in the comments made this post. You can pause and read it. And after I saw this, I posted telling her what Ethan does. And she was shocked. Ethan then said, why are you ruining this for me? What do you mean this? I think since Yana is 13, Ethan wanted to make her another victim of his sex RPS, which is nasty. So instead of yapping about it, Emma show a clip from Trace's video.
For now, somebody did try to interview Ethan Hartley and ask him why he was doing this weird stuff in the first place. The person in question's name is Mr. Benesser, who's actually made, I think, 3 videos on Ethan Hartley. And I guess somehow, he got in contact with Ethan Hartley on Discord, and that's where the interview took place. So let's talk about it, shall we? Also, a little side note, I'm not going to be reading out the full conversation because 70% of it is just Ethan Hartley whining and complaining like he usually does, and not answering the questions that he's being asked. So I'm only going to be talking about the more important parts. So Mr. Benesser starts us off here by asking why he was talking to minors and doing very provocative role plays with them, in which Ethan Hartley responds with this. Because they were trying to make love with me, and I went with it. But I didn't know about the minor thing back then. Now all this nonsense is happening, and I've had enough of it. Oh yeah, sure, bud. Not like you basically start this most of the time. Oh yeah, and also sure you didn't know they were minors. Yeah, sure, pal. And then after that, Mr. Benesser responds with this. They tried to make love with you and you still went with it. Not even thinking for a second that they were underage. The second question he basically asks is why he basically makes half-assed apologies. And he goes on to say this. I couldn't control myself, which yeah, sure. I still have an internet and stuck together cuts. Oh god, I just had a stroke reading it. Now I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of a quick rundown because Mr. Benesser kind of already pointed this out in his videos on Ethan Hartley. But basically he has this weird-ass fetish where it's 2 characters getting stuck together. I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm pretty sure he's also pointed out that he basically has a gacha heat and glue fetish. And I'm pretty sure Ethan Hartley's even admitted that to somebody in his comment section. Which, Ethan Hartley, I don't think that's glue. And I'm a GSF. Oh, we know you're a GSF, alright. So I'm pretty sure you got Friday Night Funkin' Neo BF, who basically makes a keyboard for you, and also we can't forget about the classic post of the GF sipping meth. Okay, I gotta stop. But ever since I got framed, I haven't been doing much of it, so it's a rare moment now. Okay, we're still fixed up. Once again, bringing up an entirely different situation that has nothing to do with the current situation at hand. Great job, Ethan Hartley. So that situation, which, by the way, is irrelevant to the current situation at hand, is the reason why, he stopped doing shitty apology posts. I really cannot make sense of this whatsoever. Because it's not like that person is gonna make another old person in you making half-assed apology posts herself. I don't think that's gonna happen. So here is the last screenshot I basically have for you for this entire conversation. And basically Ethan Hartley responds to his message here by saying, I didn't really do it a lot. I guess maybe when I'm bored or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting 2 completely different reasons here. So it's either A, the person you're talking to starts it all and you just go with it, or it's B, you're just bored. So, like, which one is it? And also, he says that he doesn't really do those weird role plays a lot. Well, if that's the case, then, like, how come this happens so often? Like, it's not too often, but I feel like it's like every month or two, I get some form of new information about him doing some weird stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how it went down. Again, I'm not really showing the full thing because, again, it's just Ethan Hartley, like, complaining and whining for, like, 70% of the conversation. I guess there was also kind of, like, a beef that went down between, like, you know, Ethan Hartley and Mr. Bannister, because from what I've heard, he basically decided to report Mr. Bannister for some reason. Now, like, do I agree that he's made a bit too many, like, you know, community posts about you? Sure. He could have just took some of the evidence that he's got and tried to squeeze it all into, like, one post. And I think he could have took a break from talking about you. But the fact still remains that anybody, including Mr. Bannister, can basically, you know, talk about you and criticize you.
So Ethan, if you're watching this, or just commenting like always, know this: you'll never ever silence me, Tracer, Gentle Host, or any other person that talks about you, and we will never forgive you for what you've done. You've reached to the end. It's crazy how far I've gotten from just speaking about some guy to spreading awareness to people.
Yeah. But it's not over. One more video. One more video.
You viewers probably never heard of Ethan or what he did, so I'm going to explain what he did in this chapter. So about nearly a year ago, while making my video talking about Gaka Heat, I saw this commenter asking for glue content, and I thought he was talking about glue, however.
Yeah. Like, seeing that, yeah, seeing that thing made me wanna, the reason why I named it the Hartley Files is to reference the Walted Files, like you know, oh, the Analog Horror series is like, you know, well, had Jack Walton has Walton as the last name, I guess, and Ethan Hartley has his last name with Hartley. That's the joke of the Hartley Files.
Yeah, you guys do not want to know how I was feeling having to see that shit. And after GTracer1987 released his video about Ethan, it getting about 10,000 views, I learned that Ethan has had sexual roleplays with 11 15-year-olds and a 12-year-old of 23. Speaking with these 15-year-olds with alt accounts, crazy how this numbers went to altaccounts.io make it, so nobody would know it was him, just to make it the most obvious shit ever. So after this, Ethan tried to spam report me and GTracer1987, then Ethan tried to chat up another minor, and when he stopped it, he dead us, said, "Why are you ruining this for me?" And there was a whole Discord fight, and a bunch more. However, I feel like it's better we move on. And if you want to see the rest, go to my 12-minute Ethan video.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Man, where did we actually go wrong in this community? Like, tell me why I'm trying to look at some cool mods and stuff, and then I have to witness this boyfriend recolor, and then this wannabe Zibbity from 7 Quinn looking fuck fighting over a GFOC. Like, is it that serious, my guy? Keep in mind, these guys are grown men, by the way. Yeah, grown men. Now, to the boyfriend recolor, I'm gonna spare you right here because, like, you know, you're not really the main subject of this, and you don't seem that much of a bad person. I mean, that second part I would say, but you're defending someone who has made a weird giant zoinker fetish art for kids. So you're not really the best person, but again, you're not really the main subject I really want to talk about here. But Brandon. If I'm going to be completely honest, there was literally no point, and I mean no point, in wasting your mentality over, again, a GFOC. Like, was this really necessary? But I mean, at least he won her in the end. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now to this guy. Imagine being 23 pushing 24. Yes, I'm not even joking. Again, this is a grown man trying to get people to ship their OCs with you. I mean, kind of just shows that you have not learned from a certain situation. Oh, but I had a crush on her first. She was mine first. My guy, there are worse things in the world to be grieving about. I mean, people are starving. People are suffering from illnesses. People are struggling with cancer. People are struggling with mental health issues. And you're grieving over the fact that you aren't able to date somebody's OC. Hence why you had someone else make another GFOC for you to date. Are we dead ass? I've seen NASCAR and Formula 1 fans go at each other's throats for more important matters than this, my guy. Pin a shame for you with your rejected Dragon Ball Z looking ass. Man, it's no wonder Frieza blew up Planet Vegeta. Bro was probably afraid the Saiyans would evolve into your kid creeping ass. Oh, but GTR Acer Bite of 87, all those things about Ethan Hartley and minors is all in the past, so you might as well shut up about it. Man, shut your lame asses up! Like, I legit don't care. It doesn't matter if it's in the past or not. It's still really screwed up. And just a reminder to you Ethan Hartley Glazers that this grown man, I repeat, grown man, had the audacity to talk to a literal 6-year-old. Like, it's wild because, like, how do you downplay shit like that? And keep in mind, too, that this guy has actually harmed people. People like Rainbow and Leia are still hurt by this guy to this day, and it's clear as daylight that they're still hurt by him. And again, the fact that you degenerate recolors are trying to, like, downplay this and act like it's not a big deal is actually sickening. But back to cooking this guy. Kind of crazy how that small little body of yours can actually support that colossal ass head size. Looking like an oversized Little Bites muffin. And hold up a minute. That's kind of strange. You kind of remind me of a certain character from a Friday Night Funkin' mod.
You know who this motherfucker look like, low-key? Lord!
Bro, you be looking like Naisanji from that 5 rubles mod. Bro's got the same cut, same everything. And if you don't take the
And he
last
even
on
has
with
my
these
ponytail.
busted Tims from Temu,
My
bro's got the
persona's
Mr.
ponytail,
Potato Head
exactly.
4s on. I still can't get over that haircut. You legit look like a reject from Dragon Ball. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Old pineapple head ass. And I guess since Maluta Roberts too busy being racist in Discord VCs, you gotta take his place. Oh, I don't give a shit about these bus guys. Just leave it in the bus.
We do not care.
Okay, Neo Blackout boyfriend, we get it. Just zip up his pants when you're done. And this man thought he was original all because you just took boyfriend and not only recolored him, but also styled.
I don't know how to record on my OC, but some of my video of my playing on my PC. Well, OBS has a feature called virtual camera, and you can kind of set up the scene if you want. Just get the right plug, get the plugins that you like that, and then make the scene. You know. Oh.
Him. And with the horns protruding out of your mic, I highly doubt that's even a mic anymore. That is a lethal weapon. And I'm sorry, but could you please explain what is going on right here? Yo, Xenophane's looking ass. Also, hold on a minute.
Hey! This motherfucker got them big keys!
Another thing to mention, give Darnell his headphones back. Yeah, safe to say, jokes aside, this guy hasn't changed. This man got into a pointless beef with somebody over a GFOC. I'm not gonna read out the full conversation between Brandon and Ethan Hartley, but you can pause to read if you want to. Yeah, you can kind of tell how stupid this is, to be honest. Again,
I remember when Cutie and Girlfriend was as my. When I used Cutie and Girlfriend, I was seeing when I was 8 or 9 years old. Yeah. People start somewhere, I guess.
Ethan Hartley, it's a GFOC. It's really not that deep. And again, I've said this 69,420 times at this point. This guy is 23, almost 24 years old, which just makes this extremely embarrassing. Yeah, that was a pretty dumb beef, and this guy still has a hate boner for him to this day. He also seems to be still desperate for somebody to ship their OC with him, which again really shows that he hasn't learned from the Rainbow situation. And even all before that has legit said a very discomforting comment towards a 14-year-old. And I gotta love how Ethan Hartley wants everyone to forget about his past and stop holding grudges against him, yet it's clear that this guy is still holding a grudge against me to this day. You're in the video. Ugh! I hate that guy! Huh, I wonder who that guy is, actually. I'm really curious. Oh, that's me. Like, how are you gonna tell people to stop holding grudges against you, yet you're still holding grudges to people who are criticizing you? Honestly, kind of pathetic. But yeah, once again, Ethan Hartley really hasn't changed all that much. And to the recolors that are defending him, just note that Ethan Hartley will eventually bite you in the ass later. Cause it's been proven multiple times that Ethan Hartley is not trustworthy. There are multiple instances where Ethan Hartley will say that he's changed and that he's sorry, but then will go back to doing the same thing that he apologized for. He is a lying, manipulative scumbag, and you all should know that by now. And if you don't want to be a part of the situation, then just stay out of it. There's a thing called disassociating, you know. I mean, this is the same community that has decided to defend somebody for making big zoinker fetish art, even though most of their audience is kids. So what did I really expect here?
And that's it. Well, that's it. Well, thanks for having me on the ride, being on the ride with us, and and I'll have my plans. Sorry if you didn't show up in the stream. I'll probably make a video about how you could be in a stream, with your virtual camera. But how to use the virtual camera, how I use the virtual camera, you know. But yeah, goodbye.